about a year ago, I made a video that talked about a dental cement that you can use on some dental work, not all dental work. So I've had a lot of questions over the last year, so I thought I would kind of update the video just to go into more detail regarding this product that I found, that I used, that has saved me a lot of dental visits and a lot of money. Those of you that saw my video a year ago, and I'll make sure I link it in the description section if you want to go back and watch it, but I want to go into more detail today about this particular dental kit. Now, they come in different forms and fashions, but this is the most common one you'll probably find on Amazon or even other platforms. It's called the Dental Care Kit. And in a moment, I'm going to show you how to mix it, how to use it, and what it's good and what it's not good for. So just to go into a little bit of detail, in this kit, you get a dental powder. You also get like a liquid that mixes with the powder that forms a paste, which is what you use to glue on your dental work that is broken, chipped, or loose. It also comes with a pad, but I have used mine so much I don't have the little pad. It almost looks like a pad of Post-it notes. So in this case, I'm going to use a pad of Post-it notes to show you how I mix it. And it also comes with two different mixers. You get a flat one like this that kind of helps you kind of mash it together, the powder and the liquid, to kind of form the paste. And they also give you this tiny little scoop that you use to scoop out one scoop of powder. So typically for your average dental, I mean, you're not putting a complete bridge in place, but this one scoop of powder and 1.5 to 2 drops of liquid will serve you just fine. So trust me on that one. So to go into a little bit of detail, I don't believe that this particular product works well with dentures. I don't believe it'll work well with serious injuries, like say you have some nerve damage or something like that where your tooth is broken. What we're talking about in this video is dental work such as crowns and caps, or even if part of your tooth did chip away, but none of the nerve is exposed. If you're to the point where you're feeling cold or it's sensitive or painful, you need to go see a dentist. This product is great for, and I'll just use me as an example. So I've never been a person that wanted to have dentures. My entire family, I don't know what it is, a lot of them have dentures. I remember my dentist years ago told me that he believed it was something in our genes, because it seemed like everybody in our family had teeth that would just decay very easily, including me. But what I was blessed to do is I would spend money in getting bridges and fixed bridges and partials. And the most recent thing I had done about 5 years ago was complete redo on the upper top portion of my teeth. And right before I moved from Arizona to Ohio, I broke one of the implants. Now, if you've ever looked into having implants done, very, very expensive. So for me, I'm thinking, great. So what happened with me is I was wearing my night guard, because you have to protect this very expensive dental work. They give you a very strong mouth guard that you're supposed to wear every night. Well, one night I forgot to wear it, and like a dummy, the dog kind of chewed it up. I cleaned it, didn't chew it up too bad, but it loosened the actual implant. So one day I'm just walking around chewing and I felt something loose in my mouth, and the actual implant, or where it connects to the post that goes up into your bone, was sitting there in my mouth. So I was able to go back and see the dentist before I left, and he was able to correct it, but it came loose once I moved back to Ohio. No new dentist, nobody who's familiar with my case or any of that stuff. So I'm like, crap, what's the easiest way I can do to fix this? So the post that was up in my bone was still exposed. So that's when I started looking into products like this that would help me be able to save a little bit of money and not have to spend money to go see a dentist, because I guarantee you for them to correct what the problem was going to take a lot of money. And believe it or not, I've had to re-cement this thing a few times, but again, this stuff right here has saved me for over 4 years now. So I swear by this stuff. So that's just some of the information I wanted to give you. So if you have a crown that's popped off, this stuff will work great. If you have a filling, or as in my case, an implant with the veneer that goes over the implant that actually broke off, I was comfortable re-cementing it back. And the only reason mine has come loose over the last few years is I still wear a night guard that I bought at Walmart, and just to protect me, because I have a bad habit of grinding my teeth and I don't want to do any damage to the other bridge work that I've had done with the implants because of the amount of money that I spent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly how I mix it so that you can, once you order it, you know exactly what proportions and kind of what it looks like. I'll make sure I link the product in the description section. So I'm telling you, if you fall in the categories that I discussed, make sure you get you some of the stuff. So here I'm going to take a white paper towel with a yellow notepad just to kind of give you a reference point so you can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my powder. I'm going to take 1 scoop, as you can see, 1 scoop of powder, place it on my pad. I'm then going to take my drops, a little crusty on the end there. It comes just like this. My recommendation would be 1 to 2. I usually use about 2 drops. And one other thing I want to mention while I'm mixing this is, if you have access to compressed air or something like that, before you put this stuff on, and then once you put it on, all you do is you mix it up like this, move it around pretty good until it forms a paste. Very simple. Like I said, just as many times as I've done this, I would recommend 2 drops of the liquid and 1 scoop of the powder. But the one thing I want to say is, if you have access to compressed air, make sure that you dry the area where you're going to be putting the repaired piece of dental work, and also make sure that you blow out and clean the device that you're going to put back on. So you can see right now this is still kind of pliable. You can kind of see it's still a little sticky, but it hardens fairly quick. So what I would recommend is you to put this into the little orifice that came off, spread it inside of it, and then once you got it good and dry, press it in place and hold it. Even if you have to suck in air out of your mouth, like just to add even more air, you want this as dry as possible. And hold it in place. I would even suggest holding it in place for a couple of minutes, because it's going to take a few minutes to really solidify. And once it solidifies, just be careful chewing on or doing anything of that nature until you're pretty confident that it's dry. I'd give it about 5 or 10 minutes. And like I said, I just recently had to do this one again because it kept popping loose. And I am being completely honest when I say this. This is going on 4 years that I've been nickel and diming this thing, and it's held up fine. You know, but again, I can only imagine what it would have cost me to go to a dentist here, not my original dentist in Arizona, and have them try to correct this the proper way. So like I said, if you haven't looked into this product, I would recommend it. Hopefully this was helpful, and it's probably a lot more detailed than my first video, which I will also link in the description section if you want to go back and watch it. So as always, I love you guys. Take care of yourself, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.